Do you have a hot potato culture? The ones where you meet and meet again and nobody takes ownership of the problem or nobody grabs the reins to make sure an opportunity is chased after. My name is Isaac Sokolik, and I'm here today to talk to you about how to find and address hot potato cultures, teams, and organizations on this 9th episode of 5 Minutes with NY Ike. Here's what I mean by a hot potato culture. Are you in big meetings every day with lots of people talking about the same things that you talked about last week, a month ago, or even earlier? Does it feel like Groundhog Day, as if you're running into the same problems over and over again, or the same opportunities are passing by because nobody is grabbing them by the reins and making them happen? When you're leaders, do they assign more things on the priority list and they never take things away and they never get involved in the execution and understand what it takes to get things done? And when you're done with meetings, is anybody accountable for capturing meeting notes and assigning them and making sure that things are followed up on when you decide something is important? And lastly, are you looking for simple solutions to problems and opportunities? Or are you boiling the ocean and trying to find every single thing that must be done in order to solve a problem or go after an opportunity? That's what I mean by a hot potato culture, organization, department, or team. And I talk more about this in my latest post at starcio.com/hotpotato. So in this episode of 5 Minutes with NY Ike, let's go from this picture of, no one wants to hold that potato. No one wants to take ownership and get things done. And let's think about how we're going to transform the culture to this picture on the right side, where leadership is involved, where teams are actively trying to solve problems that aren't easy, and they're looking for simple and elegant solutions. Now that we know what a hot potato culture is, let's talk about some solutions and ways to chip away at the problem. First and foremost, you need to discuss this openly, whether it's the organization or a department or a team or just a group of individuals, saying that status quo is not good enough, that you need people to take ownership, that you're going to start assigning things, and that failure is okay. It's a learning experience, but you need people to step up and take ownership around the different problems and opportunities that you want to go after. Part of this, if you're in the C-suite or a leader in the organization, is to look at the rewards and the incentives. If there's no incentive for me to take ownership, if I won't be rewarded for solving a key opportunity, if there's no way of getting recognition for the problem that a team solved, it's very hard for people to want to step up and take ownership over things. Now, when it comes to meetings, okay, lots of meetings talking about a problem is not going to get it solved. Having a brainstorming session where you get the right people in the room thinking through the problem or conceiving different ways to go after an opportunity, itemizing it out is a different way of getting people to take ownership, especially when you follow a brainstorming session up with tools and process for capturing meeting notes, right? What did you learn? What decisions were made? What actions need to be taken? Who's taking ownership of those actions? That needs to be in your DNA. Otherwise, the information gets lost and nothing ever happens. Now, if you're in an agile team, and I hope most of you are, and if you're not, please speak to me. But if you're an agile team, I know the team is committing, and I know the team needs to get things done at the end of the sprint. But what I also need is individuals to own the user story cards, right? Those people who own the story card should be talking about them during stand-ups. They should be the ones demoing them, and they should be reporting blocks. And that's how we start getting some ownership and breaking away that hot potato culture all the way down into the agile teams and then all the way up into incentives and rewards if you're in the leadership group. Thank you for watching this week's episode, and please subscribe to the channel 5 Minutes with NY Ike. Now, if you want to learn more about transforming the culture with Agile, please see my course and certification, Star CIO Agile Planning. In this course, I go over how to do continuous planning, how to develop roadmaps, how to set standards with your Agile teams, and how to think about the end-to-end release management process, including defining and executing to success criteria. To see more about the course, please visit the URL below, starcio.com/starcio-agile-planner. Thank you again for watching this episode, and more to come soon.